Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to this week two module overview video. And what we're going to do is go over all the assignments and materials covered in week two module. Okay, so if you click on our Canvas course, you should end up right here at our home page, and you can always go to modules, and that's where all our course content will be. So let's scroll to week two module. And so if you're watching this video, you see that this video is in this week two module video page. And so let's go through the rest of what's going on in week two. Okay, so in week two, we will be covering section 1.1. Okay, so in this 1.1, you will find the learning objectives for this section, right? It'll be domain and range, functions, graphing, real world problems. Okay, so within this learning objectives, our next page would be the lecture videos. Okay, so this is the lecture videos, right, that I'll cover the notes in, right? These notes are our course content. So you need to watch these videos, make sure you understand the material, copy down the notes, or if you don't want to buy the notes or print them out, draw in a notebook, but it's way easier to just to purchase the notes. Okay, so make sure to watch these videos as I go through all of the notes for section 1.1. Okay, so let's check what's next. Next is our self-check assignment, right? This is due that Thursday, September 5th by midnight, and you must submit this. Okay, so it's just a couple exercises to reinforce material from section 1.1 lecture. Okay, so you must complete this and submit it. Okay, so that's our self-check 1.1 assignment. Our next thing is the lecture video for the self-check 1.1. So if you're struggling with it, right, you have no idea what to do, go ahead and watch this lecture video and see how to do the problems. Okay, so the goal for it is to understand for you to do what's going on with these problems and how to do them. So hopefully the video helps you out. So try the problems out first. If you really have no idea, then go to the video and it should help you out. Okay, and lastly, we have the week two module conclusion, which you will get to after going through that. So once you've watched the lecture videos, you've done the self-check, now comes in the real assignments. Okay, so here's our first XYZ homework assignment. Okay, so you know, once you click on the assignment, it'll ask you a username and password to sign in, or ask you to create an account on the spot, and it'll automatically link you to XYZ permanently. Okay, so after you do that the first time, you don't have to do it over again. But here's an XYZ homework assignment, and this has to be due Friday the 6th. Okay, so there's a couple questions. Make sure you complete it. You know, uh, helps you understand some stuff. You have unlimited attempts, so give it a shot and make sure you get it done. Okay. So that's our XYZ homework assignment. Next up is the week two lab. So we're only covering section 1.1 this week. So our lab due would just be from lab one, but it's section 1.1. So lab one, part one covers section 1.1. This is due Wednesday, September 11th at midnight, and it must be a single PDF upload. So don't try to submit, JPEGs or things like that. It must be PDF. And please don't submit multiple PDF files. If it's a bunch of PDF files, I'm not going to accept it. I'll put a temporary zero until it's one PDF file uploaded. So that's very important. It just makes it way easier for me to grade because I can't go back and forth between 8 different files or something like that. Okay. But it must be one PDF file. Okay, so after the first round, it'll be easier to do, but make sure for that. So lab one can be found in our note module, right? It looks something like this. Give it a second. But yeah, here's our note module. If you watch the lecture videos, you should know that by now. But yeah, so lab one is way in the back of the book. So I already have it here. Let me kind of go to that, like on page 90. But here's lab one. It covers sections 1.1 and 1.2, 1.3, but it's part one. So I'm only asking you to do section 1.1. So everything on the first page. So do all of these. Okay, so 59, 60, and 62. So that's lab part one. Okay, so let me go back to the assignment. So I also provide numerical solutions to the lab assignment problems, not how to do it, right? But I'll provide numerical solutions so you can check your work and see you're doing it okay, right? So, late lab penalty, things like that, you can also find in syllabus, okay? And since this is an online course, there's a discussion that has to take place. So there's a lab one discussion. So what you would need to do is post a problem from lab one, part one. It could be like part A or part B. It doesn't have to be an entire problem. But that's what you have to do by Sunday. So you need to post a problem. Okay, so if it's wrong, that's okay. Just post it anyways. Maybe someone might help you out. Maybe I'll give you some corrections. And you must make sure no one else has posted the same problem. And you also must make sure it's an embedded image non-attachment. So it has to be in the assignment like such. Like make sure to just go insert image, upload, and etc. Okay, so if it's just a JPEG attachment, it's going to knock off some points. Okay, has to be embedded in the assignment. So when you post a problem, you have to explain it about 3 sentence minimum. How you explain, like treat it like you're explaining it to someone who has no idea what you're talking about. Um, and then you want to make sure you reply to 2 peers in your group. Okay, so that's also like half of the grade is responding to 2 others and discussing their work. Here's some prompts to get you started on that. So here's a grading, right? Anything I want to accept this late, anything past the Monday would be late. So you can't post the same problem, must be embedded, must be clean work. Um, you know, and if you want to see how I grade this, just go up to the top and click show rubric, and that will give you how I'm going to grade this. Okay, so work posted, detailed explanation, peer reviews, and on time. All right, so that's how I grade this discussion. Remember, it's due Sunday, and your peer responses are due Monday, and then the lab for this is actually due the Wednesday. Okay, so it's like lab discussion, your post, your replies, and then the lab is due. Okay, so this is meant to help you see how others do problems and maybe help you out with your solutions. Okay, so that's really what's going on with this week, and that's really how our routine works. We have content, we have XYZ homework, we have lab discussion, we have labs. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to get all the work done. Okay, thank you. Bye.